So
My
how?
mock interview experience was like very, very enriching. And Tushar sir, especially, he was asking very difficult questions. So that really sort of prepared me and also gave a reflection as to what areas I'm lacking in it. So, like, especially the GA portion, even in my mock interview, I felt that this is something that I need to work upon.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to iExamB. Today we have Ashish with us, and he has recently cleared IBPS full officer exam. Congratulations, Ashish, from the entire
Thank you
iExamB
so
team.
much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, how are you feeling?
It was a very great feeling, to be honest. And mostly by seeing your parents celebrating it like a kid, it was a very unparalleled feeling. So really grateful to them. And I believe that wherever I'm standing today, all the credit goes to my parents, my didi. They have been like by my side through everything and then. So really grateful to them and to God. So yeah.
That's great. So, Ashish, can you tell us a little bit about your profile? When did you graduate? How you came to know about this exam, or what was your career plans initially, or was this the only target for you? So, yes.
Sure thing, ma'am. So, before starting off with my introduction, so like my full name is Ashish Srivastava, and I've completed my BLLB honors from National Law University Ranchi, and thereafter I did my masters from National Law University Kolkata, and I'm a judicial aspirant. So this was not the ultimate goal, but as we could see in the law field, that government vacancies are like coming very, very less. So when the notification was out, I truly found this to be a great opportunity. So I was like, Ashish, this is the time. No judicial vacancies are there around, and give your best shot and make your parents happy.
Okay.
So yeah, so
So,
that
this
is it.
was your first attempt in IBPS exam?
Yes, ma'am. This was my very first attempt, and I've gotten my first preferred bank, Bank of Baroda.
That's great. And Ashish, how long have you been preparing for judiciary?
Ma'am, it's been 1 year so far. Like right after my LLM, the full-fledged preparation started off.
Okay, okay. And any plans to go ahead for judiciary, or is this
Um,
satisfactory enough?
Ma'am, like PCSJ is surely there on cards, but right now, whatever is there in my hand, I'll be giving my best to it. And
Right.
PCSJ, yes, for sure.
Okay. So let's talk about this exam first. So there is prelims, there is means, then there is interview. And in prelims, there is English, reasoning, and general awareness. So
Right.
most of the students find English to be fine if they are from English medium. So
Right.
how you prepared for your reasoning portion and your general awareness?
Ma'am, to be honest, for a law student, reasoning looks very scary.
Hmm.
But if we'll be having right strategies, we can even tackle that. And like one thing which we need to understand for this particular examination is that this is also an examination of like race against time. You'll be only having 20 minutes, and in that limited time, you have to solve 50 questions. So, but that is inhumanly possible, not possible to solve all the questions. So you have to correct your strategy as per the pattern paper, right? So you have to target 35 questions or 30 questions, and that will be good enough for the prelims, clearing the cutoff of the prelims examination. So my strategy was like basically I divided my reasoning section into two parts. The first part, which was the puzzle part, the one which like scared me the most, like I kept that side, that portion apart, and the other miscellaneous ones that are also like consist of 25 questions. So I was like trying to gain command over those 25 miscellaneous ones, because those are the sure short questions. Like if they would come up, you would be able to solve them in the whatever time that you're getting. So for me, like for the reasoning section, I literally have watched all of your videos and the model test papers that were attached at the end of the video. I used to solve those papers, and I used to write down my mistake also. That
Okay.
these are the mistakes that I'm committing, and these are the areas that I need to work upon. And same goes for the puzzle thing also. You have to practice a lot. So that is the thing.
And how did you prepare for your general awareness?
Ma'am, GA, to be fact, also looks very scary for law students. But like for GA portion thing, I was following Parcham classes weekly PDF. So like they used to upload weekly PDF, and those PDFs are also very, very good. So like I read about 5 to 6 months ka, time span I was targeting, and I was reading the weekly PDFs on the daily basis. So GS portion I covered from that particular source.
Okay, okay.
And even for the English section too, like I literally was like, I'm good at English, but the thing is ki, for this particular examination, you can't be sure of any particular sections. So
Right.
you have to have a complete knowledge of everything. So even for that thing, I literally watched all of your videos. I was understanding some of the grammar tricks that were shared by you and other faculties. So that really helped me a lot.
That's great. And then moving to mains, how did you prepare for mains? I think a lot of preparation was supplemented by your judiciary preparation. So
Right, ma'am. Sure.
we'll talk more about the banking laws, corporate law, IBC. So how did you prepare for these?
Ma'am, for the mains thing, right after my prelims examination, I took one day off for rejuvenating myself, and after that, I right away started with my mains preparation. Because one thing I knew for very sure that IBPS won't be giving me enough time for the mains thing. So if I have to clear it, then I have to start it from day one, like right after the prelims examination. So right after my prelims, I started off with my base preparation. So initially, I was covering all the new laws that I haven't read so far. Like especially the banking laws, they were completely new to me. So I started reading the Bear Acts, and I started making small notes, conceptual notes, so that at the later stage, those notes would help me. And like one issue which I found when I was preparing for the mains thing, that a lot of subjects are also having numerical figures into it. So you not only have to remember the section number or the concepts, you also have to remember that numerical figures, like the number of days that are there. So at the later stage of my preparation, it was creating a lot of confusion. So to especially tackle that, like I had divided my notes into two parts. So the first notes was only containing the numerical figures
Okay.
of all the subjects. And the second one was like a kind of a revision chart for me. So all the important sections I had noted down over there, and all the important concepts in my own words I had written over there. So that's how I divided my notes and went ahead with my preparation. And fortunately, ma'am, the core subjects, like I didn't feel like, I mean, judiciary came to my rescue, and all the core subjects were like thorough. So that really helped me in clearing the mains examination.
Right. And how did you practice for your mains? Where did you attempt the questions, the mock tests?
Ma'am, I believe previous year paper comes very handy. Like that really gives you an exact idea as to what is the pattern of the paper. So I believe I would recommend everyone to go through all the previous year papers, understand the pattern, understand the kind of question what they are asking, and that would help you to filter out those areas that are not important for your preparation. And I believe that is extremely important because syllabus is undefined over here. So, like you name any law, and it could be asked in this particular examination. So, you have to be smart with your preparation too. And I think PYQ would give you a great idea
You're
about
right.
that.
And Ashish, how about your interview, your mock interview, interview preparation, and your actual interview? So
My
how did
mock interview experience was like very enriching. And Tushar sir, especially, he was asking very difficult questions. So that really sort of prepared me and also gave a reflection as to what areas I'm lacking in it. So, like, especially the GA portion, even in my mock interview, I felt that this is something that I need to work upon. So, right after my mock interview, I started again with my GA thing. And once I was done with it, and once I was entering the final D day of the interview, I was feeling confident ki, so far I have covered all the mains, notes, subjects, and especially the GA portion as well. So that was the thing. And coming on to my real interview experience, ma'am, there were five members in the panel, and they were very cordial, very cordial. And my interview was in Lucknow.
okay,
So, but surprisingly, in my interview, there were no banking questions at all. And a lot of grilling happened on the subject of constitution, on the
okay,
subject of CPC and CRPC.
okay.
So
So a
that
lot of
was bit
questions
hard.
on procedural laws and constitution.
Ma'am, so they were basically asking about the grounds of appeal. One
Okay,
question was on special leave petition. So
okay,
fortunately, I was also like had an idea in which article the SLP is given, and one question was also from the 136 proviso, Article 136 proviso. So they were just asking me a question, and I was like, fortunately, my brain was working fine at that point in time. So I was also able to tell the exact article, the exact section. So that was from the Constitution. And from the CPC, man, they also had asked me about the concept of first repeat and where is it given. And there was one question with regard to the difference between bail and parole. One practical question was also there. Like the question was that see, in our country we have three-tier judicial system: civil judge, then appellate court, then high court, and then supreme court. So if a civil judge gives a judgment, then it is very likely that that particular judgment gets overturned by the appellate court. So if that happens, so don't you think his civil judge position is very futile? So my answer to this particular question was that, sir, it makes sure the element of check and balances are there in two place, and judges are also not infallible. They're bound to commit mistakes. So if a particular one judge commits a wrong in his position and applies the law wrongly, then the appellate court has the chance to rectify it. And for that thing, we have this three-tier system into place. So they were like convinced. So yeah,
Yeah. So
so
that
that was.
that's that was a good answer, and that's good. So Ashish, during your preparation, any you think you came across, you feel you can guide the aspirants about any do's or don'ts?
Ma'am, I believe ki we all keep talking about the mains examination, that is a make or break thing. But I believe ki people talk less about the prelim. I believe that is also a very crucial differentiator. If
Mm,
you fail at it, the game is over for you. No matter how much potential you're having, you are out of the game. So we have to take prelim section also very seriously. And also one more thing, ma'am, that the sections are completely new, especially for the new law students. So we have to have complete knowledge of reasoning, English, or GA. Even if we think that we are from English medium and we are good at English, that will not help you a lot because this is an open competition. A lot of people are participating in it. So you have to be very, very thorough with all the concepts. You cannot, carry your ego alongside. So that is the thing. And especially for the mains preparation, I believe ki Bear Act is the key. You have to thoroughly read the Bear Act. Other notes are also floating, but the thing is, initially you have to start from the Bear Act itself. And one more thing which I would like to recommend all the potential aspirants that will be giving the next year not examination, that we often overlook the off sections that are there in some of the subjects. But the thing is, like even from off sections as well, questions could be asked. And
yes.
this time, man, the cutoff was shockingly high
Right.
in the IBPS law office examination. And I still remember, ma'am, like few of the questions were from SEBI Act and Securities Act, which nobody was expecting, to be honest. And fortunately, I'd also given prelims and mains of SEBI 3-day legal officer. So I like remembered that exact section that really helped me to answer that question. So
Right.
that was the realization that even off questions could also be asked. So first get thorough with the core sections that are important, and once you're done with it, once you're revising it, those sections, then switch to the off sections to gain advantage over other students. And
Right.
that is, I feel like, the key to crack it.
That's really thoughtful. Ashish, in your opinion, if a student starts preparing for law officer exams, IBPS law, or as you also given SEBI legal, so ideally, how much time will he take to cover the syllabus, starting from scratch and preparing thoroughly? So, in your opinion, since you have given 1 year to judiciary, then you appeared for law officer exams. So, how much time can a student take, and to what depth is he required to study?
I believe the 5 to 7 months is an ideal time span to clear the examination. And for the mains thing, again, PYQ has to be understood very thoroughly. That would give you an exact idea as to what is the pattern of the examination. And if you're not sure about the pattern of the examination, if you're not sure about the demand of the examination, then no matter how much hardworking you are, you would fail at it. So you have to start from the basic, understand the pattern of the paper, understand what areas they are asking from, and also ma'am, one more thing, like there were the list of subjects uploaded on your portal that really sort of gave a very clear idea as to what so far what all subjects they have already asked. So that also gives you a blueprint. If these are the subjects that I need to complete, and if there are few other miscellaneous subjects that could be added in the preparation, and if you have time, then please add to it because that would give you an advantage over other students. And if you have to crack the examination, you cannot leave any stone unturned. So you have to be at your best. So
Right.
that's
Right, Ashish. Thank you so much, Ashish. That was really helpful. I hope students can take guidance from it. And thank you so much for your time. And
thank
congratulations
you
once
so much.
again.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me over here. And it was very nice talking to you.
Same here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.